12. The 12th visualization, Phosphoros and the Books of the Eternal Sea.
If you're interested in following the visualizations of the Qlipoth of Phosphoros and the Book of the Eternal Sea, you can download them from my webshop.
https://3selfie.store/. This costs €8.
You can also find a link to this page in the description. This visualization only mentions the astrological references without further interpretations. Anyone who wants to learn to interpret these cards in the Major and Minor Arcana and discover their qualities individually should order the relevant Book of the Eternal Sea, as far as I have published it. For each booklet on the Major Arcana, which I am still working on, I will discuss in order.
I will discuss the Qlipoth.
There are 3 animals associated with this card. I will discuss their meanings. This card is also associated with a tree. This tree has many magical properties and can be crafted into a rune or agam or a magic wand. This card is connected to a Celtic archetype. I will discuss the night demon of this card. I will discuss the day demon of this card. I will discuss the specific devil connected to this card. I will discuss the Bach and Fes remedies associated with this card. I will discuss the rune. I will discuss the agam. I will delve deeper into the various Morse codes of this card. Upright interpretation.
Reverse interpretation.
I will discuss the day Cupid of this card. I will discuss the night Cupid of this card. A day Cupid meditation.
A night Cupid meditation. A night demon meditation. A day demon meditation.
I will discuss the magical occult law associated with this card. A whole series of meditations or other special information follows about the tarot system and the associated system of the Books of the Eternal Sea. There are clear similarities with the regular tarot. But of course, knowledge grows about one thing and another. And what grows simply becomes larger and matures. So this 78 card system can easily be expanded into a 424 card system, which is much more accurate and detailed. In the past, a birth chart mandala could largely be derived from the 22-card Major Arcana. However, at least 4 to 6 planets were missing to do this completely. And in the Minor Arcana, only 3 planets are available per sign. If you want to derive a birth chart mandala from that, you're really falling short.
With the Book of the Eternal Sea, that's possible.
Now, a skilled astrologer can make a short interpretation using the astrological references. However, they are unable to do anything with the Qlipoth, the 3 animals, the magical powers of the associated tree, the mythological background, and stories surrounding the associated Celtic gods and goddesses. Furthermore, they know nothing about the corresponding cardinal devil, let alone about the demons and their associated visualizations, or cupids and their associated visualizations. They are unfamiliar with Bach and Fes remedies, and they don't know the runes, the agam, or Morse code. Perhaps they can only briefly interpret the card itself based on their knowledge of a planet, sign, and house. But how long can one go on interpreting a single card? Exactly. They don't have the knowledge for that. If one studies these books thoroughly, one can talk about a single card for well over half an hour to an hour. That's important. Because if you find an employer with a tarot phone line, it's especially appreciated if you can dwell on a single card for as long as possible. Thanks to these booklets, 1 booklet per card, You are indeed able to do this.
However, in my opinion, these phone lines are seriously inadequate.
Firstly, it appears that it's not possible everywhere to provide pathworkings for large groups of people.
Secondly, stones are also linked to demons. I can't sell those.
Thirdly, a tree is linked to a card. I don't know how to trade a magic wand there or how to show what a tree looks like without photos or a video. Fourthly, 3 animals are linked to major arcana cards. I can do 3 path workings with them, and I can sell 3 visualizations per card. How can I do that? Bach remedies, Californian FES remedies, and Findhorn essences, plus my own magical waters and mistletoe remedies, can be combined and traded. However, they don't offer any options for that.
I cannot trade flags or kits for European banners.
I also cannot trade brainwave mindfulness audio. I can't trade demonic sigils and Cupid seals either. I could open my own webshop. Then I'd have a link they could go to. If I did that with such an employer, I could be fired. Fired? And would I have to accept that as a small business owner? Even though I do have a Chamber of Commerce number? Surely then I'm not self-employed? Such 0909 telephone numbers have another drawback. They can be reached from Belgium, but not from the UK, Ireland, or the United States. You understand that this would mean a huge loss of customers. For this reason, I don't apply for such a commercial number. I'd be unreachable from certain countries and continents.
A regular webshop usually offers the option to collect money via PayPal.
This also works via crypto. Anyone who opens a Coinbase account can open a wallet via Base. This wallet name, such as eternalza43.cb.id, is given to everyone with a crypto account. Or the email address says 6z6z6@icloud.com. People can then send a message with their Coinbase account email address, and I can send a payment request in any cryptocurrency they wish. If they pay in crypto, I want a Gmail address, so I can use Google Drive to send large files. I can then send music documents, videos, or PDF/Word files via Drive. The meditation on the Samuel Qlipoth and the double Qlipoth sphere Phosphoros are 2 separate visualizations. Both represent Mercury. In the previous visualization, Mercury is in air and the sign of Gemini. This Qlipoth sphere represents Mercury and Earth in Virgo. The previous Gemini sphere was masculine, and the Virgo sphere here is feminine. Just like with the Hesperos and Arab Xeric Qlipoth, Mercury and Venus balance each other out. These Qlipoth spheres are androgynous and hermaphroditic, both masculine and feminine. If you're curious, you'd be wise to download the video from the 12 Phosphoros and Eternal Sea web shop. This Qlipoth sphere has its own set of 24 cards, 16 of which are associated with a number card, but it doesn't have any court cards. I'll go through these 40 minor arcana cards, and before I do, I'll first discuss the main card of the Phosphoros Qlipoth sphere, the hidden card hidden beneath that card's path, the descending effect of that card in the ravine of Belial and Lucifer, and 2 more paths and cards there that are all related to that hidden card. So, 4 cards from the Major Arcana. This hidden path falls outside the Major Arcana, and all the night demons are connected to it. I'll mention them, along with the Major Arcana cards connected to it, plus their tree. That's 4 plus 36 cards, which is another 40 cards, plus the Minor Arcana cards, which is 80 cards that I'll go through here. Therefore, this visualization costs €8. Do each visualization for 43 days, and you'll know all the cards and correspondences by heart. If you then read the books of the Eternal Sea about all the cards mentioned here and in the Samuel Qlipoth, especially the third book of the Eternal Sea of the Fool, you'll notice the enormous difference.